7.5 to 8 inches on it. And then you said sunflowers?
Yeah.
Okay, people, you guys finally get to meet Brandon Yazzie. This is our really good family friend, our brother, our in-law. Just kidding.
Yes. All the above.
All the above. You know, he's been close to our family, so we've known him for quite some time. And his name is Brandon Yazzie, and there's Pam on this side.
Hello.
That's his wife on that side, Pamela Yazzie.
That's the real magic. I just pretend it's me.
And his son came along with him too, so he's over there. That one's the famous Jackson. So we got Brandon over here. He does most of our tattoos that we're telling you guys. I think he's done like 90% of all my tattoos. He's done all of Sue's tattoos. Only person we trust here in town, so
Nice.
only person we trust, and you know, we got all his artwork on all of us. So here he's working on Sue's tattoo. She's getting a in memory from her grandma, so he's sketching it out. And then if you have an idea and you have a picture of it and he's not gonna copy the picture, that's one of his things. He doesn't go
We'll
straight.
use it as ideas
Mm-hmm.
and create a whole new tattoo that nobody has, so it's not like a tattoo that's already on the internet or a tattoo that somebody already drew. I like to draw a new tattoo from all the ideas that people bring us, so everybody has a fresh tat.
Yeah, and one of them was I took a Sons of Anarchy, and he ended up changing it up. So, and he said the same thing. You know, it's not from the internet. It's not from the picture. So he added a little more flair on there, which is nice. And right here, he's drawing it up. He's gonna throw some ideas around, and we'll show you guys the finished sketching. Brandon, so where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Rock Springs, New Mexico, north of Gallup, but now I live in Seattle, west of Gallup, which is where my wife is from originally.
And then you got a family of...
We have a family of 5 right now. My wife and I have three boys. Our oldest is Michael. He's 13, taller than his mom. He's in 6th grade. And our middle son is at home as well. He's riding his bike and stuff. He's with his grandparents. Pam's parents are at our house right now for her mom's back for spring break. So we probably won't see Draven for the next few days. He doesn't like hanging out with us. And Jackson's always with us.
And then you're also a veteran.
Yes, I am a Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom vet. I served from 2001 to 2005. I joined the Navy between my junior year and my senior year. So when I graduated high school in 2001, in the end of May, I left July 3rd for boot camp or basic training, and I graduated basic training on September 9th in 2001. So I had just got to A school when the events of 9/11 happened. And then I was stationed on the USS Carl Vinson for the remainder of my enlistment. So I was stationed up in Bremerton, Washington on the Vinson.
What brought you into tattooing?
I've always been fascinated with drawing and art, and when I was born, I'm not sure if I knew how to draw, so I had to teach myself. A couple of my brothers were very artistically inclined from the very beginning, so I had to teach myself 3D drawings and teach myself lettering and pretty much everything except portraits. I haven't really learned portraits yet.
And your specialty was writing, right?
Well, now it is, but I was when I would always be doing art. When I was in the Navy, I got into some trouble. We'd go to Mexico a lot, and I was on restriction. So a lot of my friends that I was on restriction with, we made a tattoo machine, and of all the people that were on restriction in V1 division, I was the one that was most artistically talented. So I was the one that started tattooing, and I tattooed a couple of years in the Navy like that. And then when I got out of the Navy, I invested in proper equipment, and I started learning the hard way through apprenticeships, through years and years of working at tattoo shops and helping everybody out and learning the ins and outs of sterilization and line work, shading, color packing, learning different backgrounds as far as Japanese tattoos, Greek tattoos, traditional American tattoos. Then I started trying to make my own way of tattooing, and I wasn't really interested in anything except lettering. I like to do lettering. So now I specialize in lettering. I only do tattoos that have things like these in it, usually for people that I've been tattooing for. But a lot of times new clientele, or if I'm in a shop or we're doing conventions, I do lettering 100%. I only carry one bottle of ink and my liners, and the lettering I do is very distinct as far as what's called like a Southwest style. So not a whole lot of people can do it very fluid, and that's what people pay me for.
Nice. A lot of it is freehand too, right?
Yeah, I try to do everything freehand, unless it's stuff like the marker stuff, or people want typewriter lettering, or people want like logos that they've already, like, this is my logo for my business, or this is a logo for a band or whatever. Then that one it's no problem doing whatever lettering they bring up. But a lot of times I try to do my own lettering, so then when people get tattoos, I'll be doing enough of them, and I'll be far enough along pretty soon that when people have tattoos from me, it won't even be like I got a tattoo from Brandon Annidi. It'll just be like the Jimmy Choo, or it'll be like the Coach purse. Like, I have a Brandon Annidi, not I got a tattoo from Brandon Annidi.
Yeah.
It'll actually be Brandon Annidi. My name is not Yazzie anymore. I'm actually in the process of changing my last name, so my last name is Annidi now. Aniidi.
Cool. Yeah, but like I was saying, Brandon's done just about all of our tats. He's done all of Susan's tats. We even referred people to Brandon, and they've been staying with Brandon, so they turned into his regulars now.
A lot of times now, my business for tattooing is like word of mouth. advertisement. I don't really advertise anywhere. I'm not posted up at a shop anymore. And I've done the tattoo shop thing. Like, it's awesome to tattoo in a tattoo shop and be around like the art all the time. But I have too many things going on right now to sit in a shop. Because when I go to a shop, the way it is with paying booth rent and paying my way through the tattoo shop, I would have to dedicate 24 hours of my day to the tattoo shop, whether it's cleaning or setting up or just sitting there drawing, waiting for walk-ins. And we have automotive work, we have house work, we do housing renovations, I build cars, we do a lot of LS stuff. Me and Pam do a lot of LS swaps and high performance tuning. So if I were to tattoo only, then I would be stuck in the shop all day, and it would. I think I have too much going on right now to just sit in the shop.
And believe it or not, Pam is also a mechanic.
She does a lot of the work with me. Normally, my brothers would help or my friends would help, and then as time went on, we'd start calling my friends or my brothers and everybody. Whether it's an excuse or a reason, everybody's got another reason why they can't be around. Whether it's they got to watch their kids, or they're going out of town, or they don't have a ride. So usually it's just me and Pam cruising places. We're going to the junkyards in Albuquerque or going to work on these rides out at people's houses. And if I need another set of hands, before I would be scared because I don't want her to hurt herself. But now I know she's more than capable to help me with everything. She knows how to work all my tools. She knows how to work all my electrical tools and the torque wrenches and all that. And it's kind of cool because my brother Ants used to be the right-hand guy. Like, he would know which tool to hand me if I was under a vehicle or under the hood and I just stick my hand out. He would know which part of the process I'm in either tearing down or rebuilding an engine, that he would automatically know what tools I need. That's where she's at now. And our middle son Draven, he now like works on stuff. If I'm taking apart something and I tell him we need to take the water pump off, and I'll tell him like, this is the water pump, take all the bolts off for it, and I won't have to tell him like, take this bolt off, take this bolt off, take this bolt off. He'll understand what part I need to come off, and he'll realize like what he needs to take it off. So he'll take it off, and usually it's my car or her car, so I don't have to worry too much about other people's rides. So, but we do a lot of different work. We do sign painting, we do tattoos, we do a lot of calligraphy for cards, like sometimes business cards, handwritten ones. We do Christmas cards, birthday cards. We do sign paintings for businesses downtown.
You have artwork
for storefronts.
Downtown businesses too, huh?
Yes, I have artwork hanging up at a lot of businesses downtown, actually. You can see some of it on 6th and Cole, hanging up on a yoga studio. The Flames, the Zia, all that stuff is work that we've done. We've done a lot of work inside there too. And,
Second Street? Is it Second Street?
and then when you go up 2nd Street, I've
tattoo
got
shop?
some lettering on my friend Matt's tattoo shop, Last Caress Tattoos on South 2nd. I've got some lettering that we had started on over there. We've got to go back and finish just a couple of fine line things and add some gold here and there. But we've got a lot of work all over town, actually. And I try to figure out, like, every year I have this problem where I'm like, this year I'm going to work on just this and then screw everything else. But somehow all the cars keep showing up, and all the people still need signs, and people call with housing stuff. We've been doing a lot of work with
He's been saying,
Century 21. So
I'm not going to work on cars anymore.
That
And
was-
somehow,
I was so tired of working
somehow
on
we called
automotive stuff.
all the cars to our yard.
Then I brought my truck to him.
So we've been doing all that, and then we just started doing a lot more work with housing renovations, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
Like, there's a company that when they're doing realty, they'll call us and we show up, me, her, and one of our other friends, and we'll show up and assess what the damage is for a house to go on sale. So a lot of times if it's like just drywall stuff or plumbing repairs or roofing repairs, we'll fix all that, and we'll give them like a month or two time frame, and we'll fix everything from like kitchen tiles to like heating systems, plumbing systems, floors, wood floors, drywall, leaks, everything, yards. We do landscaping, and then we'll get the house ready for sale, and then they'll come in and inspect it and sell it. And we usually do pretty good on that. That's nice and steady work. Just usually out of town, sometimes on the south side, or what would it be? don't want to call it
town.
Snob Hill, but up by the hospital, that's where they pay the most to get houses redone up there. And a lot of the work there is really nice because then we'll have ideas to build our house.
Yeah.
A lot of times we'll go into these houses that you never even think of, like, oh, I want to do the shower like this, or oh, we should do the kitchen like this, or like, man, how many living rooms can you have? Like,
Seriously.
you know, I remember living in a hogan when I was little. That was one room. The living room, bedroom, kitchen, it's all in the same room.
Yeah, but this guy's always busy. He's hard to bring over sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just backed up a lot. Like if I get a tattoo, like somehow this showed up this week with nothing. Normally when I get a tattoo call or automotive work, somebody will say do this or do that, or I need this done. A lot of times we've already been booked for like a week or two, and I've still got people that are waiting. I've got my nephew still waiting for a tattoo across his chest, and he's waiting for his truck to get redone, all the gaskets.
Some guy waiting for a painting.
I've got a guy
for
that
Hercules
oh
painting.
man, yeah, I was supposed to be working on a painting over on 2nd Street. Also, in one of the guys we know, he runs his business out of his house, and in his office he wants a new painting. I did one whole wall and 3/4 of another wall in his office already with Egyptian stuff and an Orion painting. So now he wants Hercules fighting the lion. So I had to drop my own variation of what it looked like, and I looked at not 100 but maybe 50, 60
Now
different
he's
paintings
like, oh
through
man,
all
I
different
think I need to
eras.
go to art history class. I
Finally.
was like, yeah, I told you.
And I looked up all the different variations of what this Hercules painting was going to look like. So we've kind of got it down, and I've got a nice drawing. That's actually what I was working on throughout when I just start carrying my books around now. And so far, I haven't got the head down yet, but I got a lot of the things going on. This is for Pam's tattoo right here. I told you I was drawing an hourglass for her tattoo. This is some of the lettering that I do. This is all freehand stuff. And this, I like to do the detail work. So this is the hourglass that's going to go on her tattoo. So that's kind of what I was working on.
That is nice.
It's going to look pretty sick when it's done. It's just hard to keep on track. I've got so many different things, and then it's been so long since Pam wanted a tattoo that I'm like, oh, okay, well, we'll do that whenever. And then it showed up, and now when we're going to do her tattoo, everybody wants tattoos. I've got two today, and I think I've got another one lined up tomorrow. So I don't even know what I did with that Hercules drawing.
Uh-oh.
It's in here somewhere. I just don't know what it is.
How many tattoos have you think you've done total
Oh, jeez.
lifetime?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't even know how to calculate that, because when I first started getting into it, I was doing like tattoos like a lot. Like every tattoo I could get for like a free not get a tattoo, but every time I got somebody that was interested in getting a tattoo, I was interested in doing the tattoo, even if I didn't get paid for it, just so I could get it down as far as doing tattoos and get enough done to where I was comfortable doing them, and the time it took to do them was a lot better than when I first started. So during the beginning, I did a lot of free tattoos on like my cousins and my brothers and some of our friends, and then when I started tattooing in the shop, it slowed down a bit on the actual tattooing that I was doing, because I had to learn more about cleanliness, sterilization. I was doing apprenticeship stuff for the state of New Mexico. And after like a year or two of that, I started tattooing. Then we started working at Enchanted Ink. At first, I was working with a couple of guys, Ernie and Victor and Alvis and Rudy, down on Smoke City Ink on 66. Then we went to Shadowlight, and then from there, that's when the apprenticeship stuff kind of started. And then I ended up going to I didn't tattoo for like a year, huh?
Yeah.
And then my buddy Ray told me, hey, there's a shop opening in the mall. I was working at Verizon at the time, and we ended up tattooing at Southwest Ink Slingers for, I don't know, a couple of months. And then they said they needed an artist up at Something Wild, which was way up by O'Reilly's on 491. And we tattooed there for like a month, and then they closed that shop and consolidated everything into a newer shop called Enchanted Ink on 491 by Sonic on the north side. And then we tattooed there for like 5 years. And she started piercing there, and she learned through apprenticeships how to do piercings. And I don't know what happened. I just got tired of tattooing, I guess. I got tired of, it wasn't even so much the artwork or the actual doing of the tattooing or even the clientele. It was more like the environment we were working in and the shop we were in and the time of our life when we were doing that, because we had our son, and it wasn't working. So I think I got really tired of it, and I stopped tattooing for like a long time, almost to the point where I was about to start selling my equipment, and not because we needed money, but because it was just in the stuff in the house, so we didn't do anything with it, and I don't even remember. I think we had another one of our sons when we had our second. It was our last one, huh? When we had Jackson, when we had our last son. We ran into the owner of the shop at the hospital because he had a son, and then he was like, "Come down and tattoo for us." So we went back and we tattooed there for a bit, and then it went right back to like how we got tired of being in the shop and stuff. It didn't take long. It took like half a year. Nothing had changed. So we ended up leaving from there again. But we went across. I tattooed with Ray at Ink Society. No, that was before Ink Society. I tattooed with Ray at. Oh, no, they sold Enchanted Ink. And then the new owners took it over. It was Stay Real Tattoos for a while. I tattooed there for a couple of years. And then when I left that shop, I ended up working with Ray just because Ray is my good bro and he had asked me for help with his shop. So I ended up leaving from the shop I was at, and I was working with my nephew Zach and my buddy Ray at, what's it called? Crooked Halo Twisted Horns Tattoos in the mall. And we did that for a while. And then he opened a new shop on 2nd Street called Ink Society, and that didn't last a long time. It was business was kind of bad. It was on a one-way street, and nobody really knew we were there. Like, and then I just stopped. That was the last time I tattooed in the shop, huh?
Yeah.
So I've tattooed at Max's for a bit, and very nice shop. I like that shop. I tattooed at Stay Real Tattoos, both locations. I've tattooed at Enchanted for years, and then at the Jug on and off. I would tattoo mostly with Elvis when he would say, "Let's go do this tattoo," or whatever, or if he had multiple tattoos to do, I would tattoo at the Jug. So I've kind of tattooed everywhere in the town. Just now, like I said, I have no real time to like spend all my days at the tattoo shop right now, or make that kind of commitment yet until I get my garage done and get our house stuff done, get all the cars fixed again, get everything back on track. Then I might have 6 months or so. We'll call it Pal Grant season. And then I'll sit in the shop for a bit.
So yeah, this is kind of how he does it now. People just call him over. He comes over. Everything's clean. He does everything, you know.
I actually have a nice studio set up at our house where we're at now. Now that we have a new spot, I have a place to tattoo that's set up, that's sterile and clean, and it's like my own little studio. But for you guys, it's a lot easier to just come down, hang out with you guys for a bit, especially knowing when I come down, we're gonna have to do a lot of this and that and drawing and hanging out, and it's just, we've tattooed here before, so it's
he's
more comfortable to come down and
Brandon's
do you
been
guys'
here
tattoos here.
for the longest time. And then Pam, she's also been here. She's done a lot of nails,
Oh yeah.
so she does nails too. I
That's
don't know if she has
we're
any
about
on
to
right
get
now.
into.
Yeah, I do.
She actually did the St. Patty's Day nails.
Yeah.
How do you see? It's
So
been
the
like
green
a
and
couple
gold.
of weeks now, so
Yeah,
they're not
she-
fresh.
She'll usually do Sue's nails, Nevaeh's nails. She does her own nails.
She does a lot of nails in Gallup, and she does them with flair. A lot of times they're not the just the normal nude colors or the normal French tips. She likes to add character to it.
Yeah.
A lot of iridescent
to.
stuff, a lot of flake stuff, a lot of chrome, a lot of glittery stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, that's Brandon and Pam here. They got Jackson over here watching TV.
Rolling around.
So, baby.
I see the most famous question everybody will have to ask you. Does it hurt?
Yes. All tattoos hurt. If anybody tells you a tattoo doesn't hurt, they were probably on drugs or something. They were blacked out and don't remember. I've had a lot of tattoos all over, and every single one of them hurt. Some hurt more than others, but just like all things, like I can take pain. Like I'm a mechanic. I do a lot of sports. I do a lot of combat sports. So pain is not something that's foreign to me. As far as tattoos, like there's always pain. It just varies on a pain scale from where you're getting it. If you're getting it on your forearm, or if you're getting it on your kneecap or your head, you know, like
Head.
so something on the forearm or the bicep is usually pretty easy to take. and then you start going down to the hand, that starts to sting a little more, or the wrist is like seriously irritating. Inside the spot we call the ditch, inside the elbow, that one doesn't feel too good. I don't have one under my arm yet in the pit area, but when I do tattoos that get close to that, you can tell the people start going white knuckle on the table, and they'll like, oh, and you gotta tell them like, hey, you gotta keep breathing, you're gonna pass out. But all tattoos hurt. All my tattoos hurt, and a lot of times when I tattoo people, I can't really tell. I just assume they're in pain because in the beginning years when I would tattoo, I would try to get it done fast and get it done, saturate it, and it turned out that like the tattoos came back and my gray wash was always a little too dark or my line work was a little too wide. So over years and years of tattooing, I've learned to finesse that a little more and take a little more time and not run the needle so deep. I started getting more into fine line tattooing, and now it seems like when I'm tattooing people, unless I'm doing like finger tattoos, a lot of times when I'm tattooing clients, they kind of just sit there and have a conversation. And I was tattooing an astronaut tat the other day, and the guy fell asleep on me when I was tattooing. So now it's a lot different when I'm tattooing. It's not as hardcore on the pain, like the machines are quieter, everything runs smoother, and I've been doing this long enough to where I know like what's gonna look good without any excessive pain or any excessive blood or any things you deal with when you're a beginning tattoo artist or tattooer.
And then what advice would you give to for a person first time getting a tattoo?
Research. Everything you do, research. A lot of people don't like to hear this because they want to go to their friend down the street or, oh, my cousin tattoos or whatever. And then you see a lot of people walking around with tattoos that are like they're not messed up tattoos, but you look at tattoos and I don't know if every artist thinks this or if it's like arrogance, but a lot of times I see tattoos and I think like, man, I would have done so much better at the line work, I would have took a little more time. And a lot of times it's just people getting experimental tattoos from their friends or their cousins. If you want a good first tattoo, research the shop, research your artist. If you want a tattoo like how you do word of mouth, ask your friends like, where do you go for tattoos? What does his work look like how long has that been healed? Is like, because all tattoos will look good the first 2-3 weeks. Look at it after 3 years, after 5 years, what the lettering still looks like, what the shading still looks like. And doing research like that, or if you go into a shop, if you don't have a friend to ask, you go into a shop, look for portfolios, ask questions, look for the guys that aren't nervous to talk to you, or the guys that look like don't go to the guys that look like they need to get something done right now to get money. Like, look for the guys that are in the back that haven't really come out. Like, I'm not really talking about being a punk or nothing, but just they're not trying to like, yeah, get a tattoo. They're the ones more like, are you sure you want this tattoo? And like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure to do that? Like, maybe we can try this, we can sketch this different. And a lot of times artists will skimp on tattoos because if the price goes up, usually the client will leave. Like, I would much rather do a tattoo that's going to take me longer and charge somebody more than to try to just do a cheap little tattoo and then have it come back out a month later and they're like, oh yeah, I got this tattoo from Brandon and look at it, like, no, I don't want that. So I would say research where you're going to get your tattoo, and look for, even if somebody's coming over to give you a tattoo, look for cleanliness, setup, like what you're looking at as far as repetition of what they're doing. Like, how many times have we done this before? Has it been 30 times or has it been 300 times or 3,000 times? Like, you can usually tell if somebody's nervous. That's not the guy you want to be getting a tattoo from.
Okay, good advice, because he's gonna do first time tat later on, so
yes.
He's doing a repeat offender.
And I'm not saying like, oh, I never got bad tattoos, because when I was first getting tattoos, I was getting them from my brother, I was getting them from my friends. Like, anybody want to give me a tattoo? I was like, yeah, I'll get a tattoo. So now I've got a bunch of tattoos. I'm covered all the way up both my arms, and some of these tattoos, if you look at them, are done real shoddy. Like, they're blown out, and they're done with like homemade machines or machines that were set up the way they got them out of the catalog or whatever. But some of these are actually done pretty good, the line work on some of these, and a lot of these have no meaning almost, and a lot of these are just boredom tattoos. Some of them have meaning, but I've got them all over, and like down my legs and my back and my ribs and my head. So.
Okay, thank you. So Brandon's I'm gonna
set up, and then
I guess he's gonna set up now, and then his go-to drink is a Monster, so...
I actually quit drinking these years ago. I'm just trying to not drink so many sodas or the high fructose corn syrup, and I've been going too long without the carbonation and the caffeine. And the first time I went no sodas and tried to just do all water, I had this headache for like 3 days and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I was taking Tylenol, I was trying to get rest, I was doing so many different things, and I kept thinking like maybe it's my pillow or maybe it's this or that. And I finally drank a coffee and my headache went away like that. And then I realized like, oh man, I went from drinking all these sodas every day and then trying to just stop, and had no caffeine intake for like 3 days, and it wasn't a good idea. So especially before the tattoo, I don't want I don't want any of those problems.
And then you have Facebook or Instagram, anything like that?
I have an Instagram that was supposed to be for my artwork, but I haven't been on there in like a year and a half. You can find me on Facebook, but a lot of my artwork's not really posted on there. I really have to get something set up to where I can consolidate all my artwork into one social media page, because even from there it's going to go into like all the tattoos that I do, and then all the lettering that I do, and then all the painting. Like I don't even know what it is. I do signs, but not like, I do big signs, but I also do little signs. Like I do handmade signs for like restrooms in businesses, or like locker rooms, or I've done chalkboards for businesses where I build nice frames and then I build huge chalkboards and I paint their designs and stuff on them. We do everything. So I need to find somewhere to put all that artwork, even just pencil sketches. I go through and I'll sketch for like 2 hours, and I call them like warm-ups or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna warm up, and I'll sketch for a couple hours, and then I'll just crunch the papers up and throw them away. And when I'm in the process of crunching them and throwing them, she's reminding me like, you should save those. And I never really knew why, but I was cleaning out the little camper that we were at. We call it the little beehive. It's a little cool little RV camper. We chill in there sometimes. I was going through some of the stuff in there, and I found some papers from a few years ago with some of the lettering that I was doing, and I was just kind of cracking up thinking, man, like back then I thought this was it. Like I thought this was the stuff, and then thought this was the best lettering ever, and I'm holding it like, man, this is kiddie stuff, man. Like I'm so far progressed past that. It's kind of crazy. But I started saving my work recently. I should find somewhere to post it a lot better. But my social media is going to be Brandon Annidi, BrandonAnniidi.
Okay, so I'll put that in the description below.
I have a YouTube channel, but I don't have any videos on there. I just did that so I could sign in and hit the like button when I watch music videos, I guess.
So maybe if you guys want to get a hold of him, you guys can do that, or he'll leave his email for us too.
Yes, my email is bmfy84@gmail.com.
And then, like you said, he does posters, he does walls, he does
He makes native
tattoos.
jewelry too. He didn't say
Oh,
that.
this.
Oh yes,
You
I
know-
also do silver and turquoise jewelry, and I picked it up as a way of I would always want different, like I like traditional Navajo jewelry, but I want it more modern, or I want it more my style. And after a few times of going to pay somebody to make stuff the way I want it, I just told my cousin,
I'm
like,
actually
hey,
wearing
can
one
you...
of his earrings today. See, he's made one of these.
It's one of the earrings that he has made right there.
And I was really big into that for a couple of years, and I'd ask my cousin, like, show me how to make jewelry, and he's like, show me how to tattoo, and I'm like, okay, cool. And he showed me the in and out of making silver and turquoise jewelry, and I showed him cleanliness and sterilization. He really had his own artistic style already, and he knows how to do it. I just showed him proper setup of machines and proper cleanliness and sterilization techniques, and what to do, what not to do, what to stay away from, like just normal. And he doesn't do it for a business. He just wants to know how to tattoo, I guess.
That's good.
We'll take a look at that and see if that's in the spot you want back. No moving.
Oh wow. Yo.
I think we'll drive around for a bit. So,
Wait, no.
if you're done.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, no. Why did I?
Okay. As you guys probably have seen, it's Sue that's getting the tattoo tonight. What are you getting?
I can't talk. Just kidding. I am getting a tattoo in memory of my grandma. I was supposed to get it done a while back.
And she finally got the courage to do it now.
Oh, this guy finally showed up.
We're on a 2-year wait list. Just like I said in the interview, he's really busy, so we're on a 2-year wait list, and it's finally our time. So
we're gonna squeeze all the tattoos we can in.
So, tell the viewers how your pain is.
Right now, my pain is a 9 out of 10 right now.
A 9 out of 10?
Yeah, when he first started, it wasn't that bad. But
That's the tattoo you wanted?
yep. I wanted a different one, but I've seen a lot of people have that one. So I figured I'd go with something different. Not what everyone else has. Because most of the ones I've seen were in memory of their grandma, and it was the same exact one that I wanted to get. But her favorite flower is a sunflower, so that's what I got.
I'm just thinking about another hour, you'll be pain free.
Yep.
Just the afterburn.
I mean, it was okay, but just this part.
We're packing into black now.
Yeah, so he's filling it in.
So it'll be over and done with in a bit.
For if somebody wanted a tattoo, the very first tattoo, what would you tell them? Someone comes up to you and
Don't
say,
get it right here.
"Don't get it on your neck."
Because I think this one was the most painful one, and then this one right
The one on your collarbone?
here. Yeah.
Really?
Because none of these. This one wasn't bad. All of these ones.
Ours is different. Our pain tolerance is different. The one on my front neck didn't hurt. It was just leaning back. Back of the chair. That's where my neck started to get sore. So.
But yeah, this one was.
Yeah, that one I think felt raw once it was done with, huh?
And other than that,
I'm gonna make him a shirt that says that.
so
I'm going withdrawal. I'm having withdrawals over here just listening to the machine. It's like I was telling her I'm gonna put Navajo right here, Tachini right here, and then Brandon said we'll just shave it. We'll put native designs into my eyebrows right
Rug
here.
designs in your eyebrows.
Rug designs in my eyebrows right here. So.
Basket design on your chin.
Basket design right here. I got a pimple. I don't know how I got a pimple. So basket design right here to go with this dene on my neck. And a skull on this side. Flames on this side. Color in my ears. I can imagine it. Color in my ears.
I remember when we were laughing and joking like that about doing the front of your neck.
Me and Brandon were making fun of it, and like, yeah, we'll do it. And
You
then,
did a big old tat, do some lettering on your neck, and then bam, a couple years later, ended it with no room, doing tattoos on your neck.
Yeah, he's the one that did bad luck on this side. I'm free on this side, so I still gotta figure something out on this side.
He's gonna put mom all big right there.
And then I like these ones right here. I'm all showing my tattoos now. This is all what he did. We're getting into tattoos now. So, there's a skinwalker down here. Just kidding. But no, that's all done by Brandon. Really good artist. That one's my favorite. Minus the scars. Remember doing the navel basket?
Yeah, that one came out pretty cool.
Yeah. And then this one was all done by my dad when he was doing tattoos. Brandon did the gray wash inside. And he did the half Naval Nation seal right here. Can't even see him. He did the Reaper. Not fall off the chair. He added skulls. This was just a dragon. Plain dragon. There was nothing in there.
Right here, he can do this one. This one for Nevaeh, these two for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that shirt. So yeah, put a earring right here. Just put a black dot for an earring. Running out of room here. So he's gonna do my stomach later on, he said. While I have all the space.
He's gonna write other than that.
Other than that.
Let's go. Freedom. Freedom.
I'm gonna be playing onion.
What?
That is nice.
Pretty smooth.
Yep. Thanks to Brandon. So she is done. She's working her way up to 2 sleeves. Looks nice. I like it.
No stalls here.
There's the hourglass right there.
Just kidding, babe.
And there's the sunflower. That is your grandma's birth year, right?
Mm-hmm.
On top. And then the bottom is when she passed.
Yeah.
That's in memory of her grandma.
The sunflower is her favorite flower.
It came out really nice. And then the back of it says Grand.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah, thank you to Brandon Yazzie. And like I said, you know, he's the one that does all our tattoo work. Only one we can trust. And other than that. That's it for this video. So Susan, I close it out.
Thanks for watching, guys. This was a painful tattoo. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.
What?
And thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys, and I'll leave Brandon's information in the description too if you guys need to get hold of him, want to get hold of him. And see you guys.